And it looks like we are live, so I'm going to say hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people with your host, the terriblest of them all. It's your boy, Sir Sick. How are we doing this fine Monday? It's finally stopped being hot, which is both really nice and pissing freezing. We decided to go out for a little walk today. I know, outside where all the people are, but it's okay. We did go to the pub. But yeah, it was fucking. It's like it's gone from way too hot for this time of year to holy shit. Where did all that reasonably pleasant heat go? Because if I'm not one, if I'm anything, I'm someone who complains no matter what the weather is. Although I generally like it when it's nice and cold. As opposed to hot, you can't escape the fucking thing. And Mrs. Sick is finally here. She's sauntered in.
I heard you talking about the weather.
You heard me talking about the weather and decided to say it's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity.
I was reading Space Book with the kids.
Ah, reading with the children like you're some sort of responsible adult instead of an asshole who's talking to strangers on a Monday night when he should be working.
We were talking about radio waves.
She sounded really interested, actually.
Yeah, because it's interesting.
It is interesting. The concept that radio waves and light are basically the same thing.
It was mainly about how people detect it in space. That's what she was reading about.
They listen, and when they hear some 1940s sort of, I don't even know what it's called, that swing, I don't know.
Swing?
I don't know what they listened to in the 40s. I'm not that old.
Jazz.
Smooth jazz. Yay, time to discuss ancient Egypt. No, it's not.
Yay!
Didn't get around?
They've actually made a new discovery.
Oh, for fuck's sake. No one cares.
They found a cemetery.
Okay, great. And nothing else.
They did an unboxing in pub live audience.
Live unboxing of bodies.
Yeah.
Look at this meaty corpse. Num 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 num.
It's not even meaty. It's like more like jerky.
I guess desiccated. Transmissions from Mars? Who's been calling from Mars? Is it that guy again? It would almost certainly be a spam call. I feel like the spammers and the scammers are just fucking everywhere. That's probably the worst thing about the concept of you think, the future is going to be amazing. All this thing. And so, no, it's going to be the same. Just high-tech bullshit. There's just going to be more people scamming or pulling nonsense. And you're just going to be like, oh, God. The more things change, the more they stay the same. It's an old adage because it's fucking true. Dry cold is awesome. Stationed in Fairbanks, Alaska for 3 years. What, I guess, not raining cold is what dry cold would be. It does suck when it's raining and fucking freezing cold.
Cool, both topics. Your favourite foods of ancient Egypt. Honey, because oh my god, it lasts so long.
Didn't they find some honey or something?
Yeah, it was preserved.
And it was technically fine.
Yeah. It's basically just sugar, so yeah.
But what, to be the guy that tries that?
And also because it's dry conditions, so things are preserved more. And did they used to eat mummies? Yes, the Victorians ate the mummies.
Yes, Victorians as weirdly prudish as they were.
They have this thing where if I eat this thing that was well preserved, I will get well preserved too.
Because, I mean, that's where basically fucking the idea of homeopathy comes from.
Yeah.
You can lead a Jedi to the Death Star, but a tractor must be beamed. For fuck's sake. I grew up in an area of town called Marsh, which would make me a Martian.
It would.
Get out of here. Is the rumor true that you're giving up whiskey? So sick without whiskey would be horrible. No, I'm not giving up whiskey. I have other types of alcohol that I will also consume. Recently, I've been enjoying various flavors of cider because they're quite nice. But like yesterday, had a good old time with whiskey. It was great. I hadn't had it in a short while, and so it was always nice to come back to it. Thank you for coming to the first meeting of the Assumption Club. I'm sure we all know why we're here. That's pretty good. Cannibalism is relatively under control in the British Navy now. Relatively.
Oh no.
That is the operative word.
I have a friend who's going to be joining the Navy soon. Oh no.
I don't know. Does he like to eat people?
I'm
He
not
might be
sure.
in good
I know
company.
he really likes food, so I don't know.
Got to eat some delicious semen. Wait.
What?
They ate like America without the extra steps then. I guess. I just tried cloudy sake. I love it. No, sorry. I loathe it. So is it like the French art place? Okay. I don't know what makes cloudy sake different from any other kind of sake. Like, does it have actual clouds in it? Did they go to the sky and
Is it rice clouds?
rice clouds? But yeah, shit, I can't remember what I was about to say. I love it when my brain does that. Best thing for a really professional show. Cannibalism was always a risk for seasoned travelers. Jesus fucking Christ, that is so bad. I do know that this show is mostly talking about food, talking about Egypt, and repeating the jokes that people put in chat because everyone seems to like that. Just got here. What's going on? Very little of worth or value. Someone come up with a subject. Make me talk.
I'm gonna go get some ginger ale.
Good idea. I've been cutting back on the whiskey as I've started driving again. There'll be more left for you. The way you said that sounds like you haven't stopped. You're like, well, I'm driving right now, so I've had less whiskey than I normally would have. I've only had half a bottle. I don't want to get into trouble. One half whiskey is that's just basically nothing. Non-humid cold. Can't make snowballs, snowmen. 20F to minus 20F is fucking meaningless to me. Do it in C. That's just the proper thing. 0 is where ice fucking freezes. That's all you need to know. Or is it the same with fucking... I can't remember if 0 is also 0 for... Is also when ice freezes for Fahrenheit. I can never remember.
No, it's not.
Is it not? Well, then it's useless. I went on a cannibal tour. It cost me an arm and a leg. Why do we have so many cannibal jokes? And yet so few cannibals.
Oh, that was a great noise.
There was an eclipse and I missed the whole thing because of clouds. Well, then you should have banned them. Sick, is this flat earth behind you? No, it's to the side, clearly. Perspective, man.
It's actually underneath us.
It's actually everywhere. Because that's what we're on. So how can we tell that houses actually aren't fake? Well, what you do is you walk up to them and then you just put both hands on them and push. And if it falls over, it's a fake house. If it stays there, then it's clearly real. That's the best thing I've come up with anyway. I have knocked over a lot of houses, but then I am quite strong.
You're such a sciencer.
You just imagine you've got like the strength of the Hulk. You're like, I think all houses are fake. I'm going to push them and knock them over. And of course you do because you have the strength of the Hulk. And you go, turns out all these houses are fake. And for some reason, a lot of them scream after I knock them down. So they're clearly also people. I just mean I only start drinking when I get home rather than on the train home because I'm not on the train. You drink on the train. That is, I mean, it's dedication to the cause. The only time I've ever had drinks on a train is like on the way to a concert or something. Other than that,
I don't know. I don't eat and drink on a train.
You don't eat either?
No.
Have you? What about a really long train journey?
I don't go on long train journeys, and even if I did, I wouldn't eat on the train. I hate it when people eat on the train because it stinks.
depends what it smells of.
Usually gross. I don't want to smell other people's food, thank you.
You are like super averse to even foods you like. If I eat it near
If it's out of place, I don't like it. I hate smells that are out of place.
Does this clown taste funny to you? Honk honk. Does eating your own nails count as cannibalism? I guess it would be auto-cannibalism. Which is just a fascinating thing. Someone made the same joke. Wait, do you actually swallow your nails? Now, what you're supposed to do is you chew them off and you ping them across the room at the nearest person, mostly to annoy them. I've never pinged my fucking nails at you, and you know it. You've pinged your nails at me.
Because I cut them regularly.
Yeah, you've got the fucking hardest nails in the universe. I have been hit in the forehead with one of her fucking toenails.
My nails grow very fast too, so...
Yeah. So, yes. Instructions unclear. Bulldozed my neighborhood by pushing stuff. I mean, I'm impressed, mostly. So sick on the science of castle building.
Seems fairly normal to see drinking on the train. I don't know if that's a Scottish thing.
I've never noticed people drinking on a train, but then I don't notice people on trains. I don't pay any attention, and it's not something that I do. Drinking is never out of place. Fair enough. What you do? Nobody tell Roger about the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park. Oh my god.
Oh my god, it is so fascinating, that place.
Wait, that's real?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that about?
So, like, you can actually go into it.
Okay.
And it's basically like a digestive tract of a huge creature. They've done experiments and stuff on it.
Is it like it, or is it actually it? Are you fucking with me?
Listen to what I'm saying. Do you think that's the real thing?
Fair enough. It's just you're not usually one for shit like that. So when you tell me something, I'm like,
I watched Markiplier tell me about. He told me because it was like a game based off of it, and he told me about it, and he did it so earnestly, and I was just like,
"Wait, is this real?"
Is he fucking with me? Because I'm really bad at sarcasm. I just basically repeated what he did.
Did you hear about the new Cannibal restaurant that serves celebrities? One of their specials is eggs Pope Benedict. Okay, for fuck's sake. Wait, which bit is the eggs? Oh, no.
Roger is convinced by it. Is that actually true?
I mean, Roger is easy to convince of most things. I think Cersei is a sentient suit of armor filled with whiskey. I mean, that's about right. It depends on the day. It's confirmed now. Planets are made of flesh. I mean, that's true. Oh, thank you, Mississippi. Gravity causes erosion. It's been 2 weeks, but still. Like, gravity, it has to do with erosion. But, yeah, the concept that erosion is caused by gravity is obviously utterly absurd. But it is what makes planets smooth, effectively. I can't remember what I was watching, but it was about fucking the smaller, like really diddy planets.
Do what have gravy?
Oh, moons, that's what.
Moons have gravy?
Do moons have gravy? I don't know. But when a moon is too small, it's very, very knobbly. But once it gets quite big, then it smoothens out because of the gravity. I don't know if that counts as erosion or if it's some other, if it has some other name for it. But it's still fucking body. Stop trying to hiccup. This concept of gravity, it's heavy, man. So what is baby oil made of? Sharks. Why else do you think they put it on babies?
I thought baby oil was mainly mineral oil.
I thought baby oil was just stuff that women used for some reason. And no one has ever put it on a baby for any reason.
I'd never use that on my skin.
I've got
Oh my god, can you
skin of
imagine?
a baby.
Can you imagine me putting that on my skin? Oof.
Oh, yes. Mrs. Sick suffers from middle... I don't want to put it, but like very, very oily skin.
I have oily skin.
Yeah.
Because like when I can like I put my head on Six's forehead, and then I
Yeah.
just rub slightly, and it goes all slick.
So we go head to head, you know, a tete-a-tete, and it's fine. And then she moves, and that's when it just goes. It's not great.
I love doing it.
Very unusual when she does that and she's
You
dry.
have very normal skin, so when I do it to you, it's just like, there you go, have some extra.
If I end up getting a massive spot from that, I'm going to be pretty mad.
I very, very rarely get face spots, though.
Is it because the oil pushes them out?
I have no idea.
So planetary gravity is opposite of my ex. The larger she got, the lumpier she got. For fuck's sake. See Phobos and Deimos, Mars's moons. They're not big enough to have the kind of gravity that creates a spherical body. Exactly. The moon is massive for moons, which is why it's a "the" and not an "a." Although I've heard somewhere that we have actually more than one moon. It's just they're so small that they're not really worth mentioning. But don't fucking quote me on that. I have no idea if that's true. Baby oil is to make babies slide down the lanes of bowling alleys faster. I know that's not technically true, but it is something I want to science on. A little baby oil on face makes the camouflage sticks apply better in the army. Is that true?
Yeah, because oil is really good for sticking to things.
Fair enough. I just have this image of all these big manly men.
One of the reasons why I don't like wearing makeup is because a lot of the concealers and stuff have oil in them.
Yeah.
And if I would wear it, it would just make my face even more oily than it already is.
What are you watching about, Drusilla? We have more than one moon? Again, I could be wrong. I could be completely fucking wrong. So small, not even worth mentioning. Penis joke. We have another moon called Ctin. Good luck pronouncing that. Ctin. Is that right? Okay. It's nice when I say something and it's not wrong.
Croifney?
Basic training, I got pranked in my sleep. They put baby oil on my feet, yanked my
Whoa.
feet to wake me up. I tried to run after them on a highly waxed floor. Wasn't even mad.
God, the idea of putting oil on your feet. Ugh.
Evening, sir and missus. I'm doing holiday packing as I head to Antwerp on Thursday. It's home from home visit as I lived there fleetingly 20 years ago. So is it really a home for home? Like, I've lived in a few places for a very short time. I don't consider those home. I think maybe you're just being weird. Technically, all the near-Earth asteroids are moons. Moons! The Dark Knight satellite is 6 whiskey observation system. I mean, I'm not going to deny that fact.
Whiskey seeking system. Yeah.
I always used baby oil to remove the camo paint. Oh, you just use a whole baby and it's way quicker. You get way more oil out of one. I heard it on QI, so it must be
So
true.
thick is the moon.
I mean, that's not inaccurate. I do have orbit. Technically, the ISS is the moon, depending on your definition. I think that's a pretty fucking broad definition at that point. When are we getting more spoon stuff? When it happens.
Oh no. Somebody mentioned it. That means it's like going to be another month now.
Yeah, it puts it back a week. It's weird. You made me have flashbacks to where my phonetics teacher drilled me for pronouncing wrong. I mean, you had a phonetics teacher? And they drilled you?
Is it th or th?
Th. I see it as th.
I don't know, because when I say like...
Tuh.
Like...
the biggest moon
it's like
its
Friday, yeah, and then Thursday.
The biggest moon compared to its parent is Pluto's moon. Pluto is only 1.3 times bigger. So basically, they're practically sort of orbit. I Okay, someone's going to go, oh, everything orbits each other. That's how orbits work. Yes, I know, but you know what I fucking mean. They're basically just spinning around each other.
Apparently, they are going to be doing, according to one of my daughters anyway, they're going to be putting Artemis on the moon sometime next year to do the moon-based thing.
Cool.
And somebody mentioned about maybe playing golf on the moon. So I was like, are they just going to make it into a giant golf course? Because that would definitely be a thing that billionaires would do.
I mean, to be fair, who wouldn't want to play golf? I don't like golf, but I would definitely play golf on the moon if I had the opportunity. Naturally formed bodies that orbit planets are called moons, so ISS is not a moon. Fair enough. Do you harvest baby oil juicing squeezing, or use one of those zesters? I get like a clamp, right? And you just squeeze it and squeeze it. Has anyone played Half-Life Alyx? You'll know exactly what I mean as soon as I've said that. If you haven't, look up health packs.
Where does one put your cigarettes in Barovia? They don't.
Pluto isn't a planet anymore, so it can't have moons. It's its own. It's moons. It's just two moons dancing forever through the cosmos. They did moon golf on one of the Apollo missions. Yeah, that seems to be like a famous thing they did. Moon should be so big it deforms to globe under its gravity. Yes. Or that's not like the definition of a moon. Moons can be too small to do that, as I understand it. Caddy on the moon, what a nightmare. What about Caddy Shack? I would watch golf only if it was a death sport.
I would watch any sport. I would watch any sport if it was a death sport.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't watch any of them. That sounds fucking horrendous. We've been watching The Devil's Plan, and oh my god,
it's not like a proper one where you actually see people die. It's just like the mild peril of somebody potentially dying.
Maybe if they just lost a finger. Honestly, I have a thing about hands, so I wouldn't be able to deal with that.
You are so squeamish.
They're just a bit of hammer toes.
Like, you can't watch A&E thing with me on like 24-hour A&E thing.
I don't watch those because they're fucking boring.
They're not boring.
They are so fucking boring.
They're interesting.
They are not interesting. It's just people. I was walking down the stairs carrying a sword and I accidentally chopped my leg off. And I'm like, of course you fucking did, you moron. They piss me off.
The best ones are the excuses for sticking things up your ass. Like,
oh my God.
I was in the shower, right, and I slipped, and it perfectly went up my asshole.
And it just happened to have a condom on it. At the end of the day, I think they respect you a lot more. Either come up with an original story.
I did see one of them. There was a guy who's on gas and air. And he just and the nurse was like asking him questions. He goes, "I'm not even gonna lie, I was bored."
I am a gigantic pervert, and I love to stick 12th century statues.
Bored and curious.
I have a very specific fetish, and it involves I don't know. What is the weird?
Are you trying to think of something weird to stick up your ass now?
No, I'm not trying to think of anything to stick up my ass. I don't particularly want to at this juncture. But go on then, chat. What's the weirdest thing you've ever stuffed up your ass? Nobody will judge you unless it's really weird. We're gonna. I don't know what.
I'm thinking like live animals is pretty bad.
Oh, that was it. Fucking yeah. Stuffing live animals up your ass you're just a bad fucking person. Giraffes, plural.
Plural.
just so many fucking giraffes. Dale Winton, Jesus Christ. I don't know how that whiskey bottle got up there. The only thing that's been in my ass is poop. You push poop up your ass? That's just fucking weird.
Oh, is it yours or someone else's?
Yeah, whose poop was it? Oh, that can't be good for you.
Ice cubes. Okay.
I stuffed a dude with ice cubes, or I stuffed a dude with ice cubes into your ass. Because one of those is more impressive than the other. Up my own? Nothing.
Ice cubes is a weird
Up
one, though.
strangers on the street? Crime.
Do girlfriends' fingers count as animals? Yes.
Your girlfriend's an animal.
Live animal.
Well, have fun. One of my friends and Isla... What?
Oh my god, of course there is. There's a fetish about putting insects in your genitals.
Oh,
Why?
God, oh,
Why?
fucking mighty.
Ugh.
Oh. Lemmy Winks from South Park, fuck's sake. He went on an adventure. At least Lemmy Winks survived. Had a patient once who put a glass Coke bottle up there. 0 out of 10 required surgery to get it out. Oh.
Yes, the treatment the treatment if you've got really crappy gut flora is to put someone else's poop in. Yeah, I understand
that's
that.
usually a surgical procedure. You don't just go out and find some poo and go, right, that'll do. I feel like that causes more problems, if anything. A pen mistook it for a thermometer. Is that... I'm curious as to how true that is. Like, right, I need to take my temperature, but for some reason, all I have... To be fair, if all you have is a rectal thermometer and you need to take your temperature, it's only going in one way.
Mrs. Sick was the first in line the stone and watched Christ die on the cross and then put it to prove he's dead.
Years ago.
What?
But the handle of an N64 controller. The question is which one? Because one of them is easier than the other two, I'm sure.
Is it all three?
You went for the trident. Coke infused ice cube. What is it with... I can't even imagine how unpleasant it would be to stick ice up your ass.
I don't know why you would want an ice cube, though, because...
Unless you had, like, just the worst case of some rectal, like, pain.
Yeah, if it was, like, you know, like, inflamed.
Yeah, I could see... What you do is you get a condom. You fill it with water, and you make yourself an ice dough.
We had a celeb at some New Year party that came with a vaginal massage egg up his ass, and then he had to go to hospital to get it out.
Oh God, that's just embarrassing more than anything else. The most common thing shoved up butts is light bulbs.
Yeah,
a device made specifically for. There is a device made specifically for butt bulb removal. It's the wondering of how one gets it there. Septic finger. What is fucking... Oh, fuck, I've forgotten what his name is now. The guy with the finger who used to be in chat all the time. Haven't seen him for many moons.
You mean Tusk?
There you go.
No, he's not been around for a while.
I think maybe the finger finally
Oh no, when we say his name, it summons him. Oh no.
Yeah. I think it's funny that we've been talking about this for so long, yet Sick won't let us talk about Egypt for even a minute. Yeah, because fucking Egypt is boring. It's fine when you talk about it a little bit, but Mrs. Sick is terrible, and she will bring it up for the most just completely unrelated... It's... I don't know. We'll be talking about electronics, and then, something... The fucking Egyptians did.
Speaking of light bulbs, right?
Sticking light bulbs up your
There's
ass.
a stupid frigging thing where they think that the Egyptians invented a light bulb because of our artwork piece of it, saying that, this is how they got advanced technology from the aliens.
And was it a guy bent over with it being pushed into his ass? And someone else inventing another machine to take it back out? This is what this is for. My priest, excuse me while I call my therapist. Oh my God, I've just realised what that means. I took my name from salad fingers, as it is disturbing. Very true. For it to be the perfect crime, don't use homemade ice lollies with tree branch handles that don't melt. What? For starters, tree branches, even lollipop sticks don't melt. That's just not how sticks work. Slim Cyborg's detachable willy. What the fuck is Slim Cyborg? Sick needs more whiskey. Somebody get more whiskey now. The Baghdad battery, not Egypt, but some part of the world. Yes, I've seen that one, and it's they believe it's most likely to do with electroplating. And they didn't really understand what it was doing. They liked the way it tingled when they touched their tongue with it and probably stuck it up their arse because that's what humans do. They get a thing and they go, right, how will that feel up my arse?
Mississippi.
And I'm not judging.
What?
It's just
Mississippi.
calm down.
Mississippi be like hyperinflation go. What?
I have no idea. I must smell a bit funky when you go
Oh,
up to like afterwards.
Hyperfixation, not hyperinflation.
That's pretty great. That's pretty great.
I was a bit confused then.
Very different things are hyperfixations and hyperinflation. Management of rectal foreign bodies, description of a new technique and clinical practice guidelines from the National Library of Medicine. Practice guidelines. I mean, if you're going to be doing it, you better do it right. Yes, I remember the Baghdad Nutcracker. That sounds like something horrendous. Lol, advert for gut medicine. I hope you made money off that ad YouTube just forced on me. I hope it was a funny ad. I get a lot of funny ads. I have absolutely no control over what ads you ever see. People have asked, oh, did you choose that ad? I'm like, no, you did. That's how fucking ads work on YouTube. It always makes me laugh.
Nama translates as furious catfish. I've seen it as like stinging catfish before, but yeah, it was very common for old kings to name themselves after animals. They tried to do it sort of like embodying the creature that they named themselves after. But I don't really like Nama. He's one of the more interesting kings.
If you were an animal, what kind of animal would you be?
You already know that.
I know you like cats.
I adore cats.
But would you be a cat?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, you are enough of a twat. So I guess that makes sense. You do run up to me and headbutt me, so you're basically identical to the cat. I'm sold on tenor, whatever that is. I mean, you can stick it somewhere.
Who's the first known penis emoji was found in hieroglyphs? Yes, there's a penis hieroglyph. Yes, there's a few penis hieroglyphs actually.
It was for body armor. You needed to protect you from all the stupid. See, worthwhile. I was watching a stream about the flood, and there was an ad for Depends. Or Depends? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Turtles are awesome. I'd be a red panda. Okay, good for you. I don't know what I'd be. I wouldn't be a humans. Fuck those animals. They're fucking terrible. Ads? What ads? I don't see no stinking ads.
I thought you'd be like a tardigrade or something.
I'd be one of Roger's dragons.
And you'd be like,
massive.
the moment that you become one of the dragons, you go, ha ha, and then collapsing on yourself.
Exactly. I mean, it's practically the same thing I do now, so it would make very little difference. Depends is a brand of adult diapers. Did you shit yourself? Depends.
Sir Sloth, yes.
I'm not gonna lie. That seems like a pretty good
You
life.
sleep for like 18 hours a day and then slowly come down a tree to have a shit and then go back up again.
Cat defo or one of my boxer doggos. You come back as one of your own dogs. You just replace its personality. That is Real fucked up, mate. I'll be a squirrel. They always look like they're having a good time. That's true. Have you heard the recording someone made of a squirrel eating? The noises they make are unfucking believable. 3 types of dragons: Easterns, Westerns, and Rogers. Beware of the feather of Roger. I would not want to be a computer in that man's proximity. He would just jab the shit out of you.
Oh my god, but Roger's dragons are all stoned.
Can sloths drink whiskey? I think anything can drink whiskey. It's just whether or not it would kill them. Squirrels beat their children. That's why you've never seen a misbehaved fucking squirrel. Sorry, that was awful. Twitch would be a peanut, or 3 peanuts, which is just an interesting animal to be. I would like to try flying, but don't know if I would like to be a bird. So you'd like to come back as some sort of fixed-wing aircraft? That's fair.
A Boeing 747.
Oh, man. That's just a classic. I want to come back as a raven. Or as Raven, because that's so Raven. Except you'll be called Dick Gallo, and they'll go, that's so Dick. I wouldn't want to be a bird in Roger's vicinity. Oh, look, 3 pointing implements. He probably does chase them down. Squirrels go nuts all the time. Which Doctor would you be, and what Doctor Who? Who knows? He who knows? I don't know. They can drink whiskey, but they shouldn't. I mean,
what was
let's
that?
be fair.
I sent you. I can't remember now. I sent you a little video of a weird deer. Do you remember?
I have no fucking idea. Get it?
No, he definitely had eyes. It was really weird.
Did it have no legs? Because then it's still no idea.
I'm trying to remember what it was called. Let me have a look.
You could be a flying insect. You wouldn't be very long-lived, though. Although you might not notice. Knowing my luck, I'd come back as me. Oh, fucking hell. Could be worse. You could come back as me. That would really suck. I adore my adopted doggos and would not be without them. I am sleeping across the end of my Questionmark bed tonight. Again, like cats, though. Okay, I'd like to be a great ape. Well, as in one from fucking Dragon Ball. Just to start destroying the towns and neighborhoods. Peregrine falcons are way cooler than eagles. Fight me. Peregrine falcons are pretty cool. Anything, I think falcon is a cooler name than eagle in general. Eagles just sounds like something you would shout when someone hit you in the testicles. Falcon is something you shout when you punch someone because you're fucking oh shit, I can't remember the name of the character. Good job, brain. Maybe flying squirrels. I mean, you'd be a glider. Badgers, we don't need no stinking badgers. I've left everything to myself in my will. That's a good plan. Then they have to bring you back to life in order for you to claim it. And yeah, smart. I'd come back as Bigfoot, not the creature, just a Bigfoot.
It's called a muntjac deer.
Who's a muntjac?
You know that weird deer that I showed you, and it has glands on its face, and when
Oh God!
Yeah,
yeah, it looks like a fucking alien.
Yeah, they're called muntjac deer.
They're horrid. I don't like them.
It's just they're very strange. They
Yeah.
kind of look like something I would draw, because I like to draw horror creatures.
It looks like something I would throw rocks and fire at. Roger has definitely put one of his rocks up his ass. Oh my God, the goose one. It's a goose. Oh, you're a great ape. And you're a mediocre ape. Take that. I'd come back as a load on my mum's back. Jesus fucking Christ. Delightful. Don't edit in re-edit while browsing. Oops. Okay, I won't do that. They don't call me Bigfoot for nothing. And just falls to the ground. A hippo-winged mouse. We shit in flight. Is that an actual thing? That sounds like something from D&D.
Sorry, say again.
I'm not repeating myself. You should pay attention. There is a yokai that is a giant foot which will destroy your house if you won't clean it. Oh, I love that.
What?
I love stuff that's clearly made up in order to make people just like...
What did you say?
I don't remember. So it's clearly not that important. Can we make it into a 69? Oh, right. See, you're getting beaten to it.
So it looks like something from the movie Annihilation. That's a good movie. I really like that movie.
Komodo dragon for me. Depends how your mouth is already. Come back as a porcupine, then everyone leaves me alone. I wouldn't. I'd fuck with you constantly.
Jack, not muck. Monk. Monk is a weird word.
I have nunchucks in my basement. Good for you. Are you a dork? Because you're either like a martial arts master or a nerd. That's the only two types of people who own nunchucks.
Do you know that what the word monk comes from?
I don't know, and I most importantly don't care. But you're going to tell me anyway, so go ahead.
It comes from monkus, which means solitary.
I'm a monk. Leave
I
me
don't know
alone.
why I know that.
Octopussy sounds like 8 times the fun. Mrs. Sick, we finished Death House in Curse of Strahd last night.
Yay!
Did you replace the shambling mound with the bone golem? We fought the plant.
No, we had the shambling mound that the DM changed it because having a shambling mound doesn't make sense, so he changed it to basically flesh version.
Hot.
Because that made more sense to the story, so...
I like venison, but it's a bit dear. Monk, the daytime TV detective. Man, I used to love that show. If the place where the nuns live is a nunnery, why isn't the place where the monks live called a monkery? Because, I don't know.
It's a
Not very creative.
Monastery. A monkastry.
Monkidstry. There you go. Honey badgers will take on porcupines. They are crazy.
Yeah, honey badgers are fucking
Honey badgers will fuck up literally anything.
They're like angry. It should be angry badgers.
Something with a really cute name and just a horrific temperament. I have 6 pair of Unchaku. Learned at 16 and played with them 34 years now. Fucking good arm workout. At no point does that tell me whether or not you are a dog.
Do you know what else is a good arm workout?
Jacking off? Sticking things up your ass.
Yeah, that works too.
It's not 8 times the fun, it's 4 times optimal traffic. After the last ice age, porcupine spines were being used for sewing complex designs. The porcupines weren't fucking happy about it, but... so monk means wanking alone. Exactly. I liked monk. Delightfully easy on the brain. Tiny Shalhoub was a boss as well. Although I really, really like his character in... is it Galaxy Quest? What a fucking movie. Angry Beavers, my god. I rewatched that recently and it's still actually pretty funny.
This is sick, like Ghostbusters, we got to choose the form of our destroyer. My owling got swatted into the wall and knocked out. Oof.
As you do. Will Sick ever stop producing great YouTube videos? Best case scenario is 5 years after Sick runs out of whiskey. Will I ever stop producing great videos? I don't think I ever started. Honey badgers because they're crazy enough to smash a hive to get honey. That's fair. I mean, you have to have a certain temperament to do that.
And they eat the bees.
They eat the bees, wasps, houses, various porcupines, apparently. Galaxy Quest, but screw that. Except she's definitely saying fuck. I believe I'm a nerd, nunchucks or no. Called it. I call myself a hermit. I call you a monk. A dick monk. There you go. Oh, I just saw a HB versus Wolverine on Casual Geographic. I mean, Wolverine must have been really pissed off. He was just like, let's go, bub. Um, it's crucifixion, not crucifact. Oh my god. Just got that reading it out. If you liked Monk, the man who created and produced it, Andy Breckman, does a radio show every Wednesday night on WFMU called 7 Second Delay. He is a funny guy. Okay, I'm probably not going to watch or listen to that. I don't really listen to much.
You don't really do podcasts. Apart
No.
from, like, the Land Show.
It's the WAN show, but yes.
I don't know what it's called.
You're not pronouncing it right. It's not Honey Badger. It's Horny Bad Girl. Oh my god. Nunchuck or Nunchuck Norris?
That's a great image in my head. Thank you.
Sorry I'm late, but there's so many terrible things to do to the humans to keep up my terrible person standing, and so little time to get them done. They just refuse to cooperate for some orderly destruction. Also, they move about a lot. It's maddening. Especially when you're trying to shoot them with a fire launcher or whatever the hell it's called. Flamethrower, that's the word I was looking for.
Fire launcher.
Love Galaxy Quest, but Tim Allen is a creationist now. Have you debunked him yet? I mean, I've never heard him talk about it, but if you have a video of him talking about it and it being absolutely ridiculous, then I'm perfectly happy to have a look. But I mean, technically, I don't think of myself as a debunker at all, but I'm more of a piss taker who sometimes makes good points. But theoretically, if you consider that I've debunked any creationism, then I have already debunked him. See how that works? I am a paradox. I have terrible teeth and I own a crossbow, but I hate Trump. Fair enough. Chipotle badgers are fierce. I don't know if that's a real thing.
No.
I have a bad problem with trusting things that people say. I'm actually, you'd be surprised, I'm a fairly trusting person. Also, if I'm not in sort of debunking mode.
Chipotle sauce is amazing, though.
Oh, man. I'm trying to avoid spice at the moment because it has been doing numbers on my asshole. I mean, speaking of sticking stuff up it, I've been putting spice in it, but from the other direction like an idiot. This place does really, really nice chicken strips. But holy hell, they come out like fire.
Oh, yeah, those ones that you had. Yeah, they didn't touch me.
I know they didn't touch you. But you don't, my body seems to just keep the spice completely constituted and just sends it right through.
Nah, mine doesn't do that.
People called me a hermit, but when I tried to claim 1/6 of the royalties for Do Wah Diddy, they laughed me out of court. Where's the justice? Flamin' Werfer. Oh, I like that. Tim Allen, the coke dealer? Do you know any other Tim Allens? It's technically nunchaku. Most call them nunchucks. I'll give myself the wedgie on the way out. Exactly. I'm not gonna. What they call them, numchucks. I call them nunchucks.
None.
As in for throwing nuns. Because we need a dedicated device for that.
Why would you call a num?
I don't
weird.
know. Some people just don't know how to words at all.
Oh, no,
I get that
my
they're
chucks are
technically
numb.
nunchaku, but I'm not calling them that because I'm not a fucking weeb. I have a 3-sectional staff in my attic. Now you're a nerd. Watch out for this nerd.
Oh, God, no.
Vanta.
Saw a video of Tim Allen claiming his daughter came out as an atheist and pawned her in an argument about atheism. It's stupid. It's so cringy.
Oh my god, that sounds fucking amazing.
Ooh.
Tim Allen on Norm Macdonald show. Yeah. I mean, Norm Macdonald is very defensive when it comes to Christianity as well. I've seen some stuff on that, and it's quite embarrassing to watch. I mean, the guy died, I think.
Ice cubes up there. Maybe you should try that.
Sorry, what?
You put ice cubes up your ass.
I am not putting ice cubes up my ass just because I ate something spicy.
It'll numb it, so.
I think it will just hurt. I think just very different kinds of hurt. It will probably be spicy and freezing fucking cold. Nunchucks, because when you use them wrong, turns it to numb nuts. Excusez-moi. Is that excusez-moi? I can word perfectly fine. Whether or not the U at the end of a Japanese word is pronounced is often a regional thing. I am a weeb.
Yes, it is, because I was trying to figure out how you're supposed to say like what the fuck in Japanese, and the Google Translate was not very useful because it just kept saying was it nande fuck?
Nani fuck?
But it was spelt with a U at the end, but it didn't pronounce the U.
Sounds like Sir Sick needs to address Tim Allen's dog fit. Apparently, I just need to non-stop be covering Tim Allen. It's what people want.
But apparently, in Japan, they don't really have swear words.
No, you just don't follow the polite conventions, and you're basically you might as well just call them the worst swear word ever. Dumb. Oh my god. I'm sure there's an ice tray for that. There's probably an ice tray for all sorts of shapes that you can stick up your ass. You should take a look at a couple of anti-evolution guys the skeptic covered on CMI video. If only because one of them has a remarkable beard, and I know you like a good beard. I do like a good beard. It's not even that I like it, I appreciate a good beard.
Yes, back a guy.
And I do think that some people don't deserve them. I'm an athey whiskeyist. I don't believe in other people's whiskey, only mine. That's fair. Infinite lady shimmer, with no maximum strength. What is a lady shimmer?
I have no idea. Don't ask me. I'm not
like
a lady.
To shim something sounds sus at the very least. What is the capital of Thailand? T. Idiot. Well,
that was really good.
Welsh is the same. They just sing angrily instead.
I wasn't expecting it because I was just about to go Bangkok, but you just went T.
Some people are just being wrong about it now. That's two. Hemorrhoid cream would help with the burning from the behind. Yeah, but then you have to buy it, and that's a whole thing that you just don't want to do. Look, I'd rather suffer mind-bending agony than some stranger think that I might have hemorrhoids. That's just... Although, to be fair, I have totally bought hemorrhoid cream for other people, so I'm just talking shit, to be honest. Fuck it. Or Phuket. Japanese doesn't have swear words. They do have offensive concepts. E.g., calling someone stupid is really offensive.
Yeah, we watched.
But what if they are stupid?
We watched the thing with James May.
James May.
Yeah, and it's like he went to like a comedy thing.
Yeah.
And he's saying like a Japanese sense of humor is quite different. In like it's better to insult yourself rather than insulting someone else.
It's fun, yeah. It's funnier to insult yourself. Like self-deprecating humor, I think.
But if you were to like make a joke about someone else, especially someone who is of a higher authority than you,
the joke has to be, they are a pleasant person whom I enjoy the company of.
Yeah.
And everyone goes, ha ha ha. Very funny because you do not enjoy their company, and they are actually incredibly unpleasant. That is hilarious. Good job. T, that was good. Not been part of a live stream for some time. Still bottom stuff, so all cool with the 6. We find it more dishonorable if you disrespect the patron Kai Yumi of your chosen path. I do not know what any of that is, so thank you, Fluffbutt Entertainment. My sister did a student exchange in Japan, met the uncle of her host family. He randomly dropped F-bombs in sentence. She learned after that he learned English watching Eddie Murphy movies. Hi, motherfucker. Bangkok is the biggest city. Phuket is... I don't think it's fuck it. It's Phuket.
It's Phuket.
Oh, no, it's Phuket.
Is it Phuket?
It might be Phuket.
But I thought Bangkok was the capital.
I don't know. I think I was right from the beginning. It's T. So proud to be 3 months hemorrhoid free. I use Hemorrhoids Anonymous. Hi, I'm Rick. I've got all the hemorrhoids. Hi, Rick. I'm standing up for a reason. If you can't make fun of those in power, that sounds like something powerful people put in place. I suppose what you might be able to do is talk shit. Like, talk around them being an asshole. And that's what people might find funny. I could be wrong. That's what I would do. If I was told that I couldn't say mean things about this person, I would damn with faint praise. That's always a fun thing to do. It's basically a version of, what do you call it now? Malicious Compliance, which is just one of the best concepts that humanity has ever come up with, next to whiskey. A shirt with Sir Six avatar covered in blood captioned, "Down with the sickness." I don't know why it would need blood. Surely it would have snot. Hello, Dark God. What's the capital of Alaska? Hey! Fucking hell, you are so bad at this. Jesus, and I'm so good. I'm so fucking clever. Just big brain. It's huge. Mighty. The mightiest of bonces. Asteroids are the universe's hemorrhoids. I mean, they do burn when they go out. Hemorrhoid free for 3 months. What did you pay for them beforehand? Not much, I would hope. Did someone say... No, they didn't say that. Owned. I lived on the island of Phuket, pronounced Phuket, for a decade. Bangkok is the capital. Thai has several letters and are translated with 8 added. Cool. I don't know what any of that means. Lab coat with stains. I mean, it depends what the stains are.
What is the capital of Britain? It's Queen Elizabeth.
Chuck bucks.
We still haven't got any chuck bucks.
No, I've not yet. I've yet to see a chuck buck.
I'm very sad.
I don't know if they're doing coins first.
Apparently they are.
Yeah. And then nobody uses them. Everybody just out of sheer bloody-minded fuck the king. What is the capital of Uranus? Poop. Got him. Right. So, can I ask you a question? It's not related to the discussion. I'm just curious. Me and my friends need a tiebreaker if you don't mind. I don't mind, but you better hurry up. You've got like 40 seconds left. What's that stuff deaf people read?
What, Braille?
I feel like it's a trick question, but I would say it was Braille.
No, it's blind people, isn't it?
Oh, fuck. Yeah. God damn it. It is a trick question.
It is a trick question.
Motherfucker. Writing. Words.
I don't know. You could be deaf and blind.
Yeah, it depends if they're also blind. books in Naked
Lol.
Montoya.
Lol.
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 Oh, you're banned.
Savage. 'Tis a trick. But see, that is the thing. I am so untrusting of people, and I've always been that way. Anyway, on that epic ponage of myself, I'm going to fuck off and do some work. So I'll catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.